Hey YouTube, Tutti back again with another trades, pickups, packages, car boot, yada yada yada, etc etc etc. So yeah, boiling hot, baking hot. Once again this week is sponsored by Budweiser Anheuser-Busch. So yeah, it's a little bit early actually, so but this is just for you Woodley, so breaking my own rules before 12 o'clock. Okay, so normal format for me. Going to go through some trades that I've done with one YouTuber and my mate John. So, got a note from the YouTuber. It is none other than Branticus. So, what was he after? He was interested in some of the PS1 games. So we did like a trade and a part deal on some money. So this is from Andy. So it says, "Hey Stu, here's a game that we agreed on. He'll send the money on later on, which is done, which is great. Just want to say thank you for all the trades we have done." Oh, I didn't really. And the 2 copies of Zelda that he's bought off me. I wondered who bought the other one. It was you, wasn't it? Great channel, keep it up. All the best, Andy. AKA Branticus. As per, guys, check his channel out down at the bottom. He's a cracking lad. He's been on YouTube. Gordon Bennett must be probably about the same time as me, I think. But yeah, game in question. It's an awesome game. I think someone said that this is the best version of it as well. So I need to get. I've got my wheel set up now with the Wii and my Xbox up there, so I can give this a blast because I can't get on the Wii U. So we did a trade for Akami, and it's in this wonderful sort of sleeve. You can see that. So yeah, I can't remember. It might have been Andy that said it. So someone said that this is the best version. So I'm sure someone out will probably tell me otherwise. But yeah, really chuffed. I haven't played that actually. I don't even think I haven't got it on the PS2 either. So really chuffed for that. Cheers, Andy. Nice one. Right. Like I say, then did some swapsies with my mate John. He's been thinning down his collection. Because at one point he's buying everything. So now his Game Boy, I think it's Game Boy, PS1, PS2. So he had a duplicate PS2 game. So that's Lotus Challenge. I don't know if it's any good. I just bought it. It's basically, I sort of said, yeah, well I needed it anyway, but I said I'd have it because I wonder if it was like the Lotus 2S, but we used to play it on his Amiga loads. Awesome game, that was awesome soundtrack. That's going to be one of the best soundtracks of a game ever. Oh, this is quite cool. Then sort of said he had a spare SNES game. Did I have it? No. So it's this funky little box, which must be like a rental box, but it's none other than Soccer Kid. Like a little funky little box there. No, it's not branded. It just says Universal. So that's that. And he's chucked in a little poster. So I don't know which game this is from. If it's from this one, I haven't got this game. Yeah, it is. It's Digger T-Rock poster. I ain't got that. It's got some stuff on the back. That's pretty cool. And one thing I was wow chuffed to get. It's a Mega Man 2 instruction manual. So that is superb. Yeah, someone's wrote some codes. He did say that, but I'm not fussed about that. And then there's this little like, what's what we call it? Basket holder, whatever. But it's for NES games. And it's fired me off. 5 sleeves. So awesome. I could probably find you. That'll probably sit in my on the shelf quite alright. So cheers, John. Cheers, Andy, for them. Bollocks. That nearly went for a Burton. There we go. Yeah. So cheers for them, guys. Really appreciate that. Always up for a good old trade, me. Only a couple of bits from from the shops, if you like. Picked this up from a charity shop. I'm sure I've got it, but it was complete. I thought I'm not leaving it there. So like I say, I think I've got this. So it could be up for a trade, and it's San Andreas on PS2. It's got everything in there. even including the map, which is normally missing. So there's your map, and there's your manual. So if anyone's interested in that, drop me a PM. I'll double check, but I'm sure I've got this. I think the only GTA game I'm missing is San Andreas Vice City Stories, not Liberty City. So I keep buying bloody Liberty City Stories, Vice City Stories, and then oh yeah, Crap Converters. I don't know what price they sell the games at, the ones you guys are at, but old Xbox games 20p when they do have them. So for 20p, I'll just use these to fill out, you know, my 360 compatible list. And so I've got Dead to Rights. 20p. So that's another one for this. This one, I couldn't believe it. I've been looking to pick this up since it was in Retro Gamer as a future classic. So it's on the Wii. So you know, I was also keeping an eye out the car boot and whatnot, and I've seen it in there, and I thought, oh, I'll just check out what it was. And I couldn't believe it. So I've picked up No More Heroes. Let's get a bit closer. There's £1. I mean, that's like, you can't around at that, and it's, you know, it's all complete. So £1 for a week for a half decent Wii game. I'll take that. So yeah, that was it. That was it. All the rest now is car boot. So it's lovely weather. Car boot was pretty big. Didn't do all that great, to be honest. But the highlight of the day is meeting Lee, Cube Master General. Bumped into Lee. I think I scared the crap out of him because he looked really startled. He was like, "Oh, Tutti," like this. So we had a quick chat, and he just sort of said he was looking for Mega Drive games. I went, "You got no chance." So we had a little natter. He went on his way, and then I bumped into him again. And fair play to him, man. He last to see him, he picked up 2 fucking good titles. One of them was absolute steal. So yeah, it just goes to show you, he beat some of the old lizards there. I did try to show him the lizards, but they just weren't about it at the time. So yeah, it was awesome meeting you, Lee. Great stuff, mate. So yeah, that was the highlight of the day. So what did I get? Did all right, I think. A few choice items. So let's just start. Not actually got one non-gaming, but pretty cool item, I think. So I'll show you that. There's a chap there. I think it's the same guy who bought all the Pokemon stuff off. He must be like. He reminds me of the comic book collector at The Simpsons. So he's selling all his stuff off. And to be fair, it's some pretty good prices. And he had like loads of Transformers. They weren't the ones that I remember from back as a kid, so they weren't like what Generation 1 or whatever you call it, the original stuff. It was more, is it Armada or something, or Armageddon, he sort of said, didn't know. They weren't, well, if they'd been the older stuff, you know, Optimus Prime and Soundwave and all that, like, I would have all over them, but they weren't. They were slightly newer revisions, I think that's the word. But he had some of the, like, toys, so he had three die-cast cars. I've bought one of them, but he wanted £5 for all 3. I got back, I've showed the wife, and she went, "No, you should have bought them all." And I was just like, "Oh shit, buyer's regret." I probably should have, but yeah, I probably should have actually. But anyway, what I did get for £2, so he wanted £2 each, or 3 of them for £5. So I got myself a DeLorean. I'm gonna have to get really close for this, and it's a die-cast model. And it comes with like a little Doc Brown figure. There you go. So you know, you've got the gull wing doors, they all open up and that. So I just thought it was pretty cool, you know, just as like a sort to put on for show. But the other 2 he had was the A-Team van, so a big A-Team van with B.A. Baracus as like that sort of style figure, and Knight Rider. So he had Kit and David Hasselhoff. It didn't look anything like David Hasselhoff. So with hindsight, I probably should have bought them. But yeah, I thought it was pretty cool. It's like really heavy, like die-cast Corgi models, yeah. So, yeah, there we go. So I don't just buy video games all the time. I do buy other stuff. Put them down there. So, I actually might put that on the top of there. I have to blue tack the wheels down, so it's rolling off. Yeah, what do we get to? I've lost my thread now. Yeah, oh yeah, lizards. Go there. Actually, sort of conversed with one of them a little bit. It's quite interesting because I think he realises that I'm just a collector, not a buyer, not like a reseller like him now. Because there was a chap, he had some PlayStation stuff. I showed the game I picked up off him actually. So he had like a box that'd been in his loft or something. It had PS2. Few of the games. He thought he had. To be fair, he went, "Oh yeah, I've got a box full of stuff," and I was like, "Oh great." Looked at it, and it's like fat PS2, two games, two PS2 games, and then like 3 PS1 games. And fuck me, I'm glad I did ask him because I don't care about the rest of it. So I've got this one game again, I think. So I'm just looking on my shelf. I've definitely got. I picked it up not long back. Oh no, I haven't. Ha ha! Bonus. That's right. Right, so I've got both of these games now. So the one I picked up is Discworld for £1. All complete. So like I say, he didn't have many games. He actually thought he had more games, so it's still there. So that's wonderful. I couldn't remember. I knew I had a Discworld game. Yes, Discworld Noir that I picked up there. So I've got both of them. So yeah. Anyway, obviously the lizard guy sort of seen me rifling through it, and I walked away, and he actually approached me and said, "Oh, how much was he asking for the PS2?" And I was a little bit like taken aback, and I just sort of said, "Oh, I don't know, mate." I said, I didn't bother asking because I don't fucking want it, kind of thing. I goes, I've got one of them, and he surprisingly he sort of said, "Oh no, I don't." I said, "I know you don't collect them," kind of thing, you know, sort of having a little dig. He goes, "No, I'll send them over to India." He goes, he's got some contact that buys them off him, so it's a bit like. Don't know if you guys watch. What's the channel called? Video Game Sellers. That guy there, the video game wizard or whatever, Aaron. I think they must be the same people or whatever. I still not. Let's put it this way. Nobody has still officially told me or has mentioned exactly what they're doing with these fat PS2s. So this guy was he was convinced he said he makes quite a bit of money out. You know, just even the loose ones, broken ones. Because I said to him, "Oh, was it something to do like the titanium in the chip or whatever?" And he went, "I don't know." So no one seems to know where all these PS2s are being stockpiled and what people are doing with them. If anyone does, for definite, not rumour, because I heard rumours that they were being converted into main machines and all this kind of shit, but still no one's actually come, whoever's buying them hasn't come forward and said, "Oh, this is what we're doing with them," or I did, like I say, I did it, it's for precious metals, but I don't know how much it's going to be in a PS2. So yeah, I did bump into the traders again, the lizards again. There was a guy, I got a bit excited actually. There was a guy, he had like 2 big black plastic tubs of computer stuff, and on the table I could sort of see a PlayStation. They were already there, rifling through it. So I know for definite now they're not interested in like 8-bit computers, which is good. So I was like, thought, "Oh, I'll be alright here." He had a box of Spectrum games. He had 2 Commodore 64s, an Atari ST, shitloads of like tape decks and stuff like that. And then he had this Commodore bag, like a holdall bag. The sort of the traders, the lizards, had picked up some of the PS1 games. There weren't anything great there or anything that I needed anyway. And to be honest, after I'd spoken to the guy who was selling the stuff, I weren't that bothered because his price was ridiculous. So I asked him about this. But he had some Spectrum cassettes, like a box, like a shoebox of Spectrum games. So how much you games? He went, "Oh, I don't know." He goes, "Well, I'm looking for 20 quid for the box." I went, "Fuck." I went, "No chance." And the 2 traders went, "Oh, he's just picked us up off the floor." I said, "Yeah, that's the game worth 20 quid. Fucking cassettes, I'll give you back like 10p a cassette or something, you know. 5 quid for the box, I might have been interested. 20 quid, got no chance." So I asked him about the Commodore bag, and he starts telling me, "Oh, it's rare, it's rare." I was like, "Oh," and I sort of said, "Oh yeah, bloody rare is it?" And he wanted 5 quid I mean, admittedly, it probably is worth £5 to someone on eBay or whatever. But a fucking car boot, I was expecting like £1. Yeah, I'll have it for £1. Because it's quite unique, I think, you don't see them. He reckoned it was for a Commodore laptop. Like a holder for a laptop, but I don't remember Commodore releasing any laptops. It looked pretty good though, but £5, no chance. So that was that. Talking about 8-bit computers actually, when I met Lee, he sort of mentioned to me, oh, there's a Spectrum down here, just at the bottom of this row. I was like, oh great, because it was like one of the later rows that had joined, so I hadn't actually got that far, and Lee had started from that end or whatever, I don't know where it started, but anyway, he'd seen this box Spectrum. So we started walking down there, and I seen another guy who I know fucking buys everything, and he's chatting to me, he goes, oh, and I sort of asked him what sort of Spectrum it was, because I've got a +2 with the deck. If it had been like a +3 with a disc drive, definitely interested, it was all boxed. So I walked past this guy who I know buys everything, and he was chatting away, and I said to Lee, I said, oh, that's not the Spectrum, is it? And he was like, what? And he went, oh yeah, it is. I went, no, that's another fucker that buys everything. I mean, I'm a fucker that buys everything as well, but that's besides the point. So yeah, I missed out on a box Spectrum. I think it was just a ZX, which would have been nice anyway, just to have for, for nostalgia. What other tales have I got today? Oh, Hap the Heroes was there, so I bought a band. So yeah, sad day that was. What happened to that chap? Right, on with the pickups anyway. Enough about that. This is no order, and I can't remember what was where. This bit I do actually, tell a lie. Right, I picked up that, and that. So I've got, there was a bag on the floor. I'd seen the lizards at this store earlier on in the morning, and the chap had said, oh, someone's come and bought all the games. So basically when I sort of seen this stall, I didn't bother going over because I'd already been there. So on my second sort of go round, I seen this carry bag on the floor, and it had like a controller, like a PS2 controller sticking out of it. So I just sort of nosed in, and to my fucking amazement, it was a PS3 controller. So they missed out on that one. So I've got, I asked him how much these were, and he went, oh, he had all like mics in there, like that SingStar mics, only 5. He goes, oh, just give us £5 for the lot. And I was like, I don't want the microphones or anything. No, actually, tell a lie as well. I managed to snaffle 2 memory cards. So 2 memory cards, 2 controllers, £3. You wanted one of the 5, got them down to £3. But hopefully that works, because my daughter's got a PS3, but we've only got 1 controller. So if I've cleaned that up, that'd be a right fucking bargain, that will. So as I was sort of, when I paid the chap, quite a nice chap actually, as I paid him, walked like, that was at one end, and I walked down to the other end of it, and then I seen this still on the table. I thought, Jesus, I thought it was just gone. I'd missed out on a couple of these last week, I think I mentioned. These weren't anything I was ever going to collect, but they're just pretty cool, I must admit. This one's missing a sticker, I think, which is a bit of a shame. So I paid him £3 for them. He wanted a couple of quid for this. I said, look, I've just bought them off you. I'll give you £2. So, it'll be 5 for that. He's like, yeah, fine. So I got, and it does work. I put batteries in it, because I had batteries from my Caveman. I got me a Munchman console, so I think it's missing the decal at the top there. I think someone could tell me. Needs a bit of a clean, but it does work. I remember one of my brother's mates had this when we were kids. So yeah, that's not too bad. Not as good as the other week when I picked up Caveman for 50p, but for £2, that's not bad. Not bad at all. So yeah, chuffed with that. Right, where do we go now? Okay. Right, let's do PS1. Ah, shit. You twat. I've just realised I did have a couple more bits that I found out and about. I just realised I put them all in piles. Not bad. Right. I got these from another car boot. It's only a little one that I go to on Saturday. There's usually next to nothing there. So I've got all three of these for £1. There's nothing great here. So Operation Air Assault on the PS2, complete. This, I think I've got this. Populous and New Beginnings, complete. And then this one, it's not Rayman. I didn't get it for that. Case isn't that good. But it's Crisis Beat. And it just looked interesting. So I've got all them three for £1. I think Populous might be a duplicate. So I might already have that. So if anyone's interested in that, give me a shout. Alright, pop them down. Right, and then the other two games I picked up, £2 each. Xbox games, which I suppose not too bad. Ones that I needed anyway. So I've got me a copy of Scrapland and Serious Sam. Both complete, both fine, perfect. So yeah, that's them. Right, back to the car boots. Sorry about that. Stupid. So I can't remember what I got from where. Most of these were like about 50p. So I'll do PlayStation 1 games first. Just make sure that's all there is. Some of these I've only got literally because they were you know, older games, not newer released ones. So I've got Gunship, which is number 27. Microprose. God, I remember Microprose on the Amiga. Jet Rider, which is 566, oddly enough, but it still hasn't got the banner across the bottom. What else I get? Oh, right, that was it. Yeah, let me do it that way. I've got these two. I think she just wanted two for £1, so I just picked both of them up. One of them I got last week actually, but this is a black label version. I think I've got this as well, so it's up for trade. Rayman 2 complete, Great Escape, so that's up for trade. And Total Drive-In, which I don't think I've got. Then, right, I'll do it this way because this has to. There's a guy had a stall, and he was like, I first thought it was like a charity thing because he had signs everywhere, sort of saying any 3 items £1, all over. And I was like, oh, I thought it was like a charity thing. It wasn't. He said he wanted to get rid of it all. So initially, I just went over to buy this. He said, no, 50p an item, any 3 items £1. So I was only going to pick this up. This one thing here, and then I looked down and I seen these two on the floor. So I looked at the case and thought, well, I'll have them just for the cases because 50p. So I've got an official Mega Drive Mega Fire. So it's a proper one, not a third party. And then for like basically 50p, I got a Gran Turismo, which is no great shakes, and Simpsons Wrestling. So if anything, I'll just use them for the cases. So that's pretty cool. So I haven't got one of them. I haven't seen one of them. Right. Oh yeah. Got this for £1. I see one of these before. I think the guy wanted like about £4 for it. So I've got this for £1 anyway, and it's the Namco plug and play one. It's got Pole Position, Galaxia, Galaga, Xevious and Mappy and Miss Pac-Man. They do look quite nice, even just as like props, I think. I had one before. I can't remember which one I had before. It might have been a normal Pac-Man one. But yeah, for £1. Right. Remember I told you about the guy who had the Spectrum? So on my second go around, I'd seen his bag. I ain't doing it. I don't know why I do it to myself. I looked in he had like a see-through carry bag. I could see like a Super Nintendo game there. Super Mario All-Stars. Wow, pissed off. So he was going that way, and I was going up that way. I was like, bastard. And then obviously I got to the store where he must have bought it from. So there's a lad there. He had one game left and 2 other things. And I sort of mentioned to him, I saw he ain't got any more. He went, no, I've just sold them all. So I don't know what else he had. He was asking £2 a game. So I don't know if the other chap, it was a bit too steep or we didn't need it. So what the game I got anyway, I got this and 2 other things for £3. So I got a copy of Super Mario World on the SNES. Obviously I do have this, so that is up for a trader if anyone's interested. And I got 2 official controllers. No, £3.50. Sorry, he wanted £4. He wanted £4. Got it down to £3.50. This one's got someone's fucking initials on it and on the back. But clean it all up. Might be able to get rid of some of it. It's scratched in, but that one's all right. Just needs a bit of a clean. Oh no, it's got someone's name at the back. Echo. Twat. So that's them. Oh, I picked up another Wii wheel, official one, so I can get rid of the crappy third party one I got. I think she wanted. No, she started off at £4. I went, what? She went 2. She went £1.50. I said £1. I'll give you £1. So she said yeah. So I got another Wii wheel for £1, which I think is all right. So yeah, that will go. I'll get rid of the third party one then. Right. This was an interesting one. There was a lad there, not long pulled in. What did he have? He had some Game Boy Advance games, some out, and an Xbox 360 with some games on it. The other chap that I know, who's all right, he buys gold and all that kind of shit. He dips into the games every now and then. He was just coming away from the store. So he mentioned me, he's got a couple of games down there. Because he sort of just give me a shout out every now and then. I was like, cheers. So when I had a look, there's nothing like that I wanted. Like, it's Asphalt GP on the Advance and stuff like that. But he had these, obviously, 360 games. And I just happened to say to him, oh, how much are your games? And he went, £1 each. And literally, there was a shoebox. So as I was looking through them, some fucking hag, what the fuck was going on? I sort of leafed through, sort of had 2 in my hand, but I still literally had my hand in the box looking through them all. This fucking hag puts her hand in and pulls out about 5 of them, literally just in the block, and didn't even check the discs. Just grabs them all and walks off. And I was like, no, sorry, grabs them all, looks at them. So I'm thinking, fuck that. So I just literally grabbed the rest of them, put them in my hand to stop her buying them. So I picked out the only 2 that I wanted. But like I say, the other chap, who I know, he obviously walked away. Because he did mention to me, the Xbox he wants to sell as a job lot. So he obviously just thought, fuck that, I don't want it. So I called him back and I said, oh yeah, are you interested in these other games? He was like, what? I goes, we sell them for £1 each. I said, I don't want them. I only picked them up to stop that fucking bitch getting them. So I mean, the 2 that I kept for £1 each, it's not bad. The other ones, they weren't much anyway. So I've got myself Fantasy Star Universe and Blue Dragon. I've seen this about a few times. I was always piqued my interest, but never really, because I think at one point it was quite cheap, and then the price seems to have gone up, and it seems to have held its price. It's 3 discs, and obviously Fantasy Star is Fantasy Star. You can't, although it's it's not quite the same games I remember on the Master System and Mega Drive. But yeah, fucking hag, fucking scabby old bitch, man. I was fucking seriously, that's the fucking piss take. At least even the fucking lizards have decency to sort of say, oh, are you looking at them, or you finished with them, or whatever. The fucking witch. We're gonna have a new fucking nemesis, the fucking hag from the booter. Honestly, fucking all sorts there, all kinds of life forms. Fucked all this up anyway. Right, got another PS1 game. This one's definitely an early release. Actually, I've just realised it might be the one after that. I think this is 50p again. I think I don't pay more than, depending on what the game is on the PlayStation, £1 to 50p. So I've got a Shell Shock, and that is number 26. I think it's 27. I've just picked up that gunship. Weirdly enough, I can't find it now. But yeah, I've got this on a Saturn. I know that this was a Saturn release as well. So old Core Design, Core have gone now, haven't they? Swallowed up by the fucking EA. Was it EA bought them for Tomb Raider? Something like that. Right. Next one. I think well, he was definitely foreign, I don't know if he was Bosnian or whatever. He had a load of Xbox games. I'm surprised they were still there. I asked how much they were, and I couldn't understand him at first. I thought he said £3. So we had to resort to hand signs, and ended up being £1, which I thought was really good. And when I sort of went, whoa, he like started laughing. So, what games were there? There wasn't anything else that I was really that bothered about. I've seen this one. I've never played one of these games, so for £1, it's got to be worth it for a fucking £1. So I've got a copy of Assassin's Creed on the 360 for £1. I did check disc because I just thought it's selling for £1. I mean, it's got a few nicks and whatever. It needs a clean. I don't think there's anything that's going to stop it playing, to be honest. So yeah, that was £1. That's another. You start seeing these, don't you? With the Xbox One, meant to be a fucking right juggernaut that unit, isn't it? I've actually seen anything comparative size-wise. You know, could do. I think someone said it's about the size of one of the old VHS video recorders. But yeah, now that's coming out. You're probably going to see more and more, 360 games coming cheap and stuff like that. Anyway, right. Where do we go next? One DS game I bought on its own for £3 I think it was. Only 4, got up to 3. So it's for a gear, Little Gear was selling it. The only game that they had. So WarioWare, do it yourself. All in there, all manual. Actually, I want to see if the points are in here. And come on. The bastards use the points. Never mind. But anyway, sort that out. It's always nice when you get extra points. Them Wii games that I got the other week, I had some points out of that. So also, I'm only a couple away from getting enough to get the gold trophy. So yeah, all in there. The kids will play that. They'll enjoy that. Sticking with Nintendo-ish. I've seen this there last week. Yeah, this is one of them stalls that always has prices and everything, which is a big fucking deterrent for me. So I seen this game there last week. And I jokingly sort of said, because they were just unpacking, I said, "Oh, we got any games?" Yeah, I've got some Wii games. And when I seen this one with a sticker on, I said, "Oh yes, I remember this. This was here last week as well." So he obviously didn't sell it. And they were sort of laughing. And that's how much. I said, "Is it still £4?" And she was like laughing and that. I said, "Would you do 2?" So it met me halfway in 3. So for £3, I thought, okay, probably just on the cusp of what I would play for a Wii game. It's nothing spectacular, but this is a TV show that my daughter watches. So I mainly got it for her, to be fair. But it's one of them weird ones. It's not as weird. I'll tell you one bloody show on TV that freaks me out, man. I don't know if anyone of you guys have watched it. It's Adventure Time. That fucking program is nuts, man. This is a little bit like that, but not as far nuts. So I've got £3. The Adventures of Billy and Mandy. So yeah, it's all complete. I don't think it's got any points in there or anything. It's not a Nintendo product. Yeah. So £3. There you go. Right, rest. Best way of doing this now. See, some of these, right, let's do it this way actually. Right. There's a couple of these about actually. I mentioned one of these to Lee. There's a woman there selling a PS1. As in not the PS1, not the Mark 1. Small little PS1s. She had like next to no games of it, and they're all fucking not complete. I said, "Oh, how much are you asking for your PS1?" She said £10. I Well, fucking hell. Said, oh, it's chipped. I said, yeah, but well, who cares about chipped fucking stuff now, kind of thing. It's my husband's, that's what he said. I said, oh, you ain't going to sell that. I said, I've just bought one for £3, which I had done. So I mentioned it to Lee. I don't know if it's something he's interested in or not. I mean, the fact that it's chipped useful now, purely just to play import games, not to play. No point buying fucking copied games. But for for £3, sorry, I did buy myself one. So there we go. It's got all the hookups and shit, and then one controller, which I don't think was a controller supposed to come with it. I'm sure it should have had a dual analog controller, but that's not a problem. I'm sure I've got one of these knocking about, so but they're quite cool. Quite cool. So that was £3. Right. Then stick it. So I'm going to get. I don't know which ones come with which now. Basically, I bought a PS2 Slim for a box of other shit that she didn't want to get rid of. It's a daughter. She left it there for £4. For £4. So the PS2 Slim, I'll probably just move on anyway. But I can't remember which, because there's a load of PS2 games with it, and I can't remember which ones are which ones come in it. Them ones are definitely now bought. I think it's all of these. Right. Actually, no, it wasn't, because it definitely didn't have them two in there. So them ones are bought separately. So I was going to show them like this because it's fucking easier. So these are the games. As you can see, like, they're quite The Sims and all that shit. So you can tell it was a Gil who had it. Yeah. So some of them will be up for trade if anyone's remotely interested. Some of them, if I need them, I'll keep them. To be fair, but PM me anyway. Then there was a couple of DS games. And a bonus game. I love it when you find bonus games. So let's do it this way. So here's the Slim. Yeah, it doesn't look like it's been opened or anything like that. The only thing that's missing is the AV. 8 meg memory card, which is nice. Nice clean controller, so you can tell it's a female. One female owner. Low mileage. And the power pack. So yeah, I mean, worst case, I'll just take this down to CEX and get my money back, basically. But so there's a couple of DS games. Again, like I say, you can tell the Gil. There's a Gil at it. So you've got Sims 2 and Sims Castaway. Yeah, so literally, she went, no, £4. I didn't even, to be honest, I checked one of them. I checked Sims 2, I think, and the game was in there, and I thought, you know what, fuck it. So when I got home, I checked Sims 2 Castaway, which is complete. It's all in there. There's something rattling around in there. I thought it was just the cart. But it wasn't. It's a loose cart of Super Mario Brothers. So awesome. So obviously I've got that. I've got 2 copies of that box. So that's up for trade if anyone's interested as well, or sale or whatever. And then yeah, come to the end of it now, guys. So just a bunch of PS2 games. Nothing spectacular. Some of them I couldn't remember if I needed or not. I mean, no more than £1 each on these. This one I've definitely got, but see, some of them I've combined. Like I got, like they were asking £1, so for 2 I got like £1.50 or whatever. This one I definitely got, so it's up for trade. Shadows and Memories, all complete. Worms 4 Mayhem. I don't think I've got this. Oh, I just realised there's no manual. Bastard. This one I got confused because I thought I got it on the GameCube, and then I realised, I remembered my GameCube one has got no disc. So then I couldn't remember if I had it on the PS2, and oh bollocks, I'll get it anyway. So Batman Vengeance. This one, again, I thought I had, and I did. So this is up for trade. Sonic Gems Collection. This one I haven't checked yet. I haven't checked. Not sure. Give me a PM if you're interested. Twisted Metal Black. Eve of Extinction. Don't think I've got that. This one I picked up, I think it's £1. I picked up because it's like one of these weird 505 games. And it's dodgeable. Another one that I couldn't remember if I had. There's two of these. There's this one and there's like a like an RTS version. I can't remember, but it's Predator Concrete Jungle. Again, PM me if you're interested. I may need this or may have it, but if you're interested, PM me. And again with this one, because I can't remember the SpongeBob games. There's about fucking 50 million of them. SpongeBob SquarePants Lights Camera Pants. So again, I can't remember on that one. That is it. That's me done. Yeah, if anyone's interested in any of that stuff, just drop me a PM and I'll let you know either way. Loving the sort of some of the videos I've watched about Revival. So it looks like that was a good time. Probably, I think the gist of what I've got is it needs a bit more planning, and you know, maybe next year I might be able to convince the missus to let me go out twice. But at the minute it's just Replay or Play Expo, whatever it's called now. So I'm looking forward to that. So hopefully some of you guys, because I think Retro Dave Nintendo, I think that was his first venture out, and he really enjoyed it. It's the same for me last year at Replay. I must admit, it does. You think actually this is a good crack, you know. So hopefully I'll see some of them guys there. Jay Cyber Snake. Be really cool to meet up. So that's it. I'm done. I have got two cracking things coming in the post. For a somewhat neglected, well, not neglected actually, but it's for a collection that I've come towards the end of, so you probably know what it is. But it does drop my my needed list down slightly, so yeah, really chuffed about that. And no, I don't think I've got anything else. Oh, I might have another trade coming. Tell a lie, I might have another trade coming. So yeah, and oh, actually, I want to shout out again because I must admit I made a bit of a cock up with the Wiltshire Gamer. Simon, is it Simon? Oh, I think it's Simon. Basically, I knew his. No, it's Jason. Sorry, I think it's Jason. I knew his name, but it's because he changed his channel. So that's the reason why when I sort of mentioned last week he didn't do it, it's because he's changed his channel. Because I had his address from before, you see. So yeah, I'll link him down below again. So go and check him out. He's really getting on with his videos now. So yeah, top stuff. And that's me done, guys. Take it easy. See you later.